Hey, what's up, people? It's been a while since my last video. I needed to take a break, needed to rest a little bit, but I figured I was gonna participate in the Pantry challenge, Three Rivers Pantry challenge, which I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I guess you have to use whatever's in your pantry, so that's what I'm doing tonight. So this is striped bass that we fished this summer. I have some beans. I do need 1 can of corn, not that I needed, but make it better. I have some carrots that comes from my freezer. I have some fiddleheads somewhere. I think my girlfriend put them in the microwave to melt them a little bit. Let's just check. Yep, there it is. So this is the kind of meal that we're gonna eat tonight, and we will probably use bechamel sauce with that. For me, it's hard to use 100% from my freezer, from my pantry, because I have fussy kids. Although I try to eat at least 3 to 4 items per day from my pantry. I have some chicken, quail, deer, moose. I have some rabbit in the other freezer. I still have some spaghetti squash and butternut squash. I still have some pumpkins and a few more squash down there. So what we've been eating for the past couple of days, yesterday I cooked, that was 2 days ago, zucchinis with tenderloin, moose tenderloin. Yesterday we had chicken. The rest of the potatoes we had carrots. We had to put some gravy. So for me, the challenge is going to be not to eat vegetables other than the potatoes, because we are out of potatoes, but everything else should be coming from the pantry. And same for meat. We still have a lot of chicken, we still have a lot of turkeys, we still have a lot of fish. We have trout, we have striped bass, we have mackerel, so we're good on the fish side. I have some deer, moose for a long time, so we have the red meat that we need. The striped bass, there's a lot of different ways you can cook it. I don't know which one's the best, but my favorite one, like this: salt, pepper, and some butter. And what I do with my bass is what I love doing with my zucchinis. I'll slice my zucchinis, cook them the exact same way until they get golden brown on both sides. So good. The fiddleheads, you can do the same thing. It would be probably as good. It would keep a little crunch in them, but I prefer boiling them again, and I will simply put like some salt and butter after I'm done. The carrots were blanched, the beans were blanched, and so did the yellow zucchini I have there. So I'm just gonna let that cook, and I'm gonna go show you my pantry. Well, these are my cans. It's not my whole pantry, because considering my pantry should be like everything I was able to preserve. But I don't have much. I've shown you a lot of stuff already. I have carrots, beans, moose meat, dandelion jelly, and down there I have some salsa. I also have some mackerel, canned mackerel. Basically, I had some spaghetti sauce that I didn't know precisely how to can, so all I did with the sauce was left them in a jar and I put them in the freezer. Now I can't show you because it's already gone. That was a quick meal, spaghetti squash and homemade spaghetti sauce with it. It was delicious. I also cooked some of the salsa I had with the moose burger that I have there. Would have had a little bit of cheese, and since I don't have goats or cows, I don't have space, plus I'm not allowed to have that here. I allow myself to buy the dairy products, and I cooked that. I showed a video already about the dip, the nacho dip that I do. So yeah, this is my pantry. This is what I do. I try to use some veggies, at least, like I said, a couple of times a day. 3 to 4 times a day I have some meat. I don't need to go to the store. If there was something happening that I couldn't make it there, I would still be able to survive off the food I have here, and that's the most important thing for me. As you can see, I have carrots, I have rabbit, I even have some eggs, frozen eggs in here that we keep for cooking. I have some peppers. This here I think is grouse. I have some grouse, blanched carrots, celery leaves that I can add to any soup I make, zucchini, squash, anything like that. Everything is in there. I also have a lot of meat downstairs, fiddleheads. One more thing I added, and if my mom watches this, she's probably gonna freak out. I've never put onions in what I'm cooking, and I did put some piece of onions that I was able to grow in my garden. I didn't put much, just a little bit. I don't want to eat on it, but I don't mind the flavor that it gives to my meat when I eat it. So let's let this cook, and see you in a couple of minutes. I have a few roasts left. This here is beef that was given to me by a friend. I also have a lot of moose roast. Like I said, I have rabbit, turkey, and chicken. And my plan is to go to my mom's either this weekend or the next, and sometime in the next few weeks anyway. And she's gonna make me some delicious meat pies, chicken pies. That's a good way to to use the meat, and that's a good way to have a meal ready to go. You can just cook the meat pie, freeze it, and whenever you're hungry and you don't know what to eat, because that's the thing, that's the problem we have. I keep asking my girlfriend, future wife to be, what are we eating for supper? What do you want for supper? What should I cook for supper? And the answer is always, I don't know. We have no idea. We never know what to cook because the kids are fussy. There's always one complaining about the stuff we do. And it's not because we don't have any options. We do have a lot of options, but there's too many options, right? So the meat pie is a good solution to that problem. We just take it out, put it in the oven, warm it up, and good to go. Well, it's finally over. Would you look at that? And now there's one thing missing: bechamel sauce. Thanks for watching. Don't hesitate to share, like, subscribe if it's not already done, and I will see you next time.